And we are back. So, welcome again to the Orchard Podcast. I'm G Money, your host. And today we have, along with Beth Ann, we have one of her best buds, Wonderful Wanda. Say hello, Wanda.
Hi, everybody. This is Wonderful Wanda.
Wow, how about that? You're loved around here.
How about that?
So, Wanda, introduce yourself. Tell us a little about yourself.
My name is Wanda. I have been in Arlington the last 20 years, but I've been in Texas since 1961. I was born in Texas, but I grew up in Illinois and Iowa.
Okay. So, this pre-horse and carriage or post?
No.
Okay.
When I went to school, they used a chisel and
Was Jesus your classmate? That's what my son would ask me.
That's funny. Yeah. So, I know that lady to your right there is one of your best buds. Tell us a little about you and Beth Ann, how you met and how you developed a relationship.
we met when Beth Ann joined us here at the Orchards and just started hanging out, running around together. We have a lot in common. She likes to travel. I like to travel. She likes to party. I like to party.
Yeah, probably met her at a happy hour here.
And we do a lot of things together. We've gone to her home. We've done some travels.
Yeah, we took our road trip to Memphis this past summer, and then Cincinnati and Port Aransas, and kayak fishing. And
Oh, yeah. We went kayak fishing. My nephew has a kayak business down there, and
Oh, wow.
we took advantage.
we even caught crabs there. We even got crabs there.
I'll leave that with the
one
rim shot.
with pinchers, not the two-legged kind.
Hey, moving right along. So tell us a little bit about your time here at the Orchards.
I moved in a year and a half ago, and I was looking for a place that had lots of activities, that was fun to be, and it was relatively new. It's clean, has a nice swimming pool, has lots of activities. We have a movie theater, a game room, a library, a workout area,
Shoot outdoor grills.
golf putting green, our own little private garden if you want to go into gardening.
Okay.
Fire pit.
Oh, yes. We hang around the fire pit at night and freeze our toes and warm the rest of us.
Sounds good. Sounds like a wonderful place. And as I can attest to myself, being a resident as well, sounds fascinating. So, what do you want to share about the management?
The management is very attentive to if you have a problem, or they provide a lot of activities. We have breakfast on Tuesdays and Fridays. We have coffee 24 hours a day and cold drinks. If you have a problem with your apartment, you just put in a work order, and usually within a day it's been corrected.
Okay, sounds good. So I have a question I want both of you to answer. What do you think your life would be like if you were still in your home in light of COVID and pandemic and isolation and all the things that we've faced as a society the last couple of years? What do you think your life would have been like in that situation?
That's a great question, Greg. What would my life be like? Well, I became an empty nester about 3 years ago, so I was only about a year and a half in when COVID hit. To me, I just think of lonely as far as that goes. Not having kids at home that, can entertain you or at least bug the crap out of you, one or the other. So just lonely. And so here at the Orchards, Wanda always says it's like living in a college dorm, to whereas you come down to the common area and all your friends are here. We meet every morning between 6 and 7 and have coffee, now that it's cold outside, light the fireplace. And then there might be 2 of us that start out, 3 of us, then all of a sudden by 8 o'clock, there might be 6 or 7, and there's always someone to say hi to, someone to do something with. There's a pool tournament last night. We have a cornhole tournament. We got a potluck tonight and birthday celebration. If you're lonely here, then you're lonely no matter where you're at, because there's no reason not to have a conversation or get to know somebody here. And I love that everyone's from all different walks of life, as far as age, area of of the U.S. that they're from. It's just interesting. Everyone's interesting. So to me, it makes me not lonely.
I agree with Beth. The biggest thing that living here in the orchards has given to me was friendship. If you're lonely, it's because you've locked yourself in your apartment, because once you walk out the door, there are a lot of people and from all walks of life. And I made the statement not too long after I first moved in here that it was like living in the college dorm again. All your friends are just next door. You want to be by yourself, you go home. You want to do something, the student union building or sub is attached. You just walk downstairs.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I myself, I find it to be quite accommodating as well. I say often that this situation has given me an opportunity to have a front row seat into growing into senior life. My best friends are in their 80s and 70s.
Yeah. Keep talking, you're getting in trouble.
Some still in their 50s.
Right. True.
And I want to add, too, just because actually Greg and his wife Cheryl helped me this past summer, just when you need help. I mean, I had a gallbladder attack, didn't even know what was going on, severe pain, couldn't drive, and Greg and Cheryl, get me in their car, take me to the hospital, and once I even stayed with me until my sons got there, but then even once I had my surgery and came home, then everybody's bringing soups and food. What can I do for you? How can I help you? So it's just, you don't have that when you're at home by yourself, or even if someone has a spouse, you don't necessarily, I don't have a spouse, but it's just, you just wouldn't get that elsewhere.
Yeah, that's so true. I know Cheryl and I, we both had COVID back in February 2020, and I actually ended up having pneumonia. And our old manager, Bob, man, I tell you, those people, they did an awesome job of, they would just knock on the door and place food on our shelf, and I mean, neither one of us had the strength to cook or do anything, and people just stepped up. And, people don't have to be nice.
Right.
But, we were just fortunate enough to be in a situation where we got some just really great-hearted people here, and they just look after each other. Like you said, it's like almost like being back in the 70s, in their neighborhood where, everybody raised you, everybody knew your business.
Right.
Everybody just looked out for each other. And I can't tell you probably shouldn't say this, but I can't tell you the last time I locked my door other than at night, because I just feel totally safe.
Yeah, matter of fact, I woke up this morning, my door wasn't locked. I was like, oh, yeah, I forgot to lock the door. You don't think about it as far as that goes. And there's always a block party here. In your old neighborhood back in the 70s and stuff like that, your neighborhood, you have a block party. Well, tonight we're having a potluck. It's like having a block party. Everyone brings whatever, what they love to cook, because so many haven't cooked that much. Because no need, because they don't have kids at home or things like that. So they just look forward to, making their favorite dish and bringing it to the block party.
Okay. Yep. Sounds good. So we're going to take a little break and come back with you, pay a few bills, and we'll be right back.